Thank you for tuning into another episode of WGC Fits. Today we're going to be talking about counterbalanced putters. These are
the hottest trend right now on tour.
It's the biggest thing, right? I mean, from a performance perspective, they are just really, really good and everybody's catching on. So, we both use a counterbalanced putter.
We do.
What do you like about
it? The weight of it.
Same. Do you feel like it helps you do anything?
Pace control is
Bingo.
amazing.
That is really kind of what I feel like as well. A counterbalanced putter, I feel like, allows you to be able to identify proper pace much easier than with a quote-unquote traditional putter, okay?
Yes.
So let's talk about what a counterbalanced putter is. We use this for an example. Heavier head, longer grip, typically weight above your hand, right? Now, why do we want weight above the hand? We want weight above the hand because two reasons. It creates a pseudo anchored point, right? If you remember back in the day with anchored putters, you know, you stick a putter in your chest and you're good, right?
Yeah.
Now, you can actually have something that's similar to that kind of window, but you're not actually anchored. So it creates a pivot point essentially.
So you grip it here and have this extra base.
You want approximately 1.5 inches to 2 inches, depending on who you talk to. Some would even say up to 3 inches there. Now, thing to note, the more you choke up or the more weight you have above your hands, the lighter your swing weight's gonna be, okay? So
as my putter is.
Correct, and swing weight I think is very important with these, right? So I choke up typically around 1.5 inches because I like a little bit of a heavier putter than most, right? So regardless of kind of who makes the putter, in general, a counterbalanced putter falls into those categories. Now we have probably 4 of the hottest ones out there right now in our hands. Let's start with you, Ian. What do you got?
We got the TaylorMade Spider Tour.
Good putter.
Counterbalanced. AI1 Jailbird Cruiser. Wait, sorry. AI1 Cruiser, but in the jailbird format.
Correct. Now, in terms of tour presence, right, these two putters are everywhere.
This one kind of started it all right here.
It did. That one
the
started the counterbalance craze. What was that? Was that about 18 months ago now?
US Open, really. Open? When Ricky won.
Yeah.
And then Keegan won with this, and then Wyndham Clark won.
It's probably closer to like 15 months then. Probably not a full 18. So, but yeah, roughly a year.
I think I got that backwards, actually. I think it was Wyndham, Ricky, Keegan.
I thought it was Ricky Wyndham.
I can't remember.
It's one of the two. Regardless.
Anyway.
That's about when it started, right? And if those two are kind of two of the kind of more known ones out there, the two that I'm holding, which is a Lab DF3 and a Scotty Cameron Super Select Squareback 2, these are probably two of the faster growing ones out there. Lab putters in general, one of the fastest growing putters on tour right now.
You
throw in the counterbalance option, which a couple of guys are using, and it's becoming a pretty special thing, right? So with all these guys switching to lab putters, with us using lab putters and kind of understanding a little bit about what it's like, right? What do you think the hardest thing to transition if someone's interested, let's say, in these from a normal putter to these?
Head shape.
Head shape, because they're more malleted or larger blades, right? Do you think there's anything weird from a performance perspective? I get this a lot. You know, is it hard to adjust?
Move.
The head is much more stable. That is very correct. I personally don't think, as long as you have like a good stable putting mechanic, let's say, in motion, I don't think it's very difficult to transition.
I don't think so.
No, I think a couple of putts in and you're going to realize quickly that it's a pretty solid thing. Agree?
Very much.
Right?
What I found, so with my counterbalance putter, it's traditional length, but there's just weight in here extra.
Correct. I mean? Yours is a little bit different, but still counterbalanced by definition. So.
And it's helped my pace control completely. And I play with a friend who has a Cameron traditional, but he has that super stroke grip that you can put weight at the top. And it's helped him tremendously too.
Yeah, and that's another window towards this, right?
Yeah.
Counterbalance putters were very big, if I'm remembering correctly, probably around 15 years ago.
I had a Futura X counterbalance in college.
I had
remember that one?
I do actually. That was a very good one. One of our guys here has one of those actually.
There you go.
I had one of my favorite putters ever. It was an old TaylorMade. I think it was called a Spider Mallet. It was the black and white half moon one.
Okay.
Yeah, love that putter. Great putter. That was back when they had like Sirloin inserts and stuff from way back when. So they were good. It was good putters. But again, it's all good. So they kind of went away though, right? And now they're back, and that is awesome, right? Now, from a fitting perspective, we can fit you into just about anything that's there, right? So that's not an issue. And I think it's definitely something that people should come out and try, especially if you're kind of struggling with the flat stick a little bit.
Yeah, if you got the yips, try one of these things.
It actually will help with that. The extra weight It's
It
really
stabilizes your putter head, I swear.
Well, it stabilizes the putter head. It makes it much easier to come through and be more square from a contact perspective. And then, like we said time and time again at this point, distance control. Like, I can't promise how much it improves distance control. It's so good. You know, like, you just have to try it. You know, in terms of how long I've been using one again, about 6 months now. And yeah, I mean, it's massively improved distance control. Very few 3-putts, right? I mean, it's just pretty good.
I mean, I've had mine for a full year now, and my 3-putt percent is 1%. So
I've had 1 3-putt.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, it's just how it is.
Yeah.
You know, really good. Small sample size, obviously, but really, really good. Yeah. So we definitely think you guys should at least come and try one if you are struggling. They are definitely something that I think is sticking around this time. I don't think it's going anywhere. You know, just talking with some companies and everything, I think everybody's pretty happy about it. I actually was talking to a company today about how they're about to come out with a couple. So there we go. Yeah, no, this one's simple, guys. You got to try one. It very well could be that missing link that gets you an extra couple of strokes out there. So highly recommended, obviously. Windmill approved, AJ approved, Ian approved.
Definitely approved.
Definitely come try one. We'll get you fit up. We'll take care of you. Get you rolling the rock like this guy. It's pretty good. So thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.